We all know that practice exam scores and how many practice problems we've completed don't really matter if the score we want to see doesn't show up on test day. So let me give you some advice that I've found particularly helpful for helping you hit the score you want when it matters most. Number one, and this might sound obvious, but it's worth repeating, make sure your practice tests are as realistic as they can possibly be. This means taking the practice tests at the similar or same time as your official exam, having a similar night before and morning of routine, and making sure that you take care of your body, your sleep, and your social life in a similar way that you would leading up to an official exam. Now, there's going to be a lot of variance about what works best for individual people. If you need help coming up with your own test day routine or diagnosing any problems that you're having, reach out to us anytime and we'll do our absolute best to help out. But you probably know yourself if you're honest with yourself, and you can probably come up with at least a few reasonable things that will help you optimize your performance just based on your past academic experiences. Second thing you can do to have a great performance on test day is practice decreasing the stakes in real time. A lot of us go into test day and we think it's a different thing than our practice tests, and we start to change the way that we take the test, or we start to get more hyped up than we would on a practice exam. It's very unusual for this to increase performance, so what you want to do if that starts happening to you is practice decreasing the stakes. You can think thoughts like, I can always take this again, or this is just the same thing as I've seen in all my practice tests, or I have to trust myself and the hundreds of study hours that I've put in at this point. Those kinds of thoughts tend to calm you down, and that usually allows more blood to flow to the reasoning and problem-solving parts of your brain, which by and large leads to a better performance. The third thing to do, especially if you're really struggling with this, is spend some time researching performance, mindset, and strategies. There are great books on the topic. There's professionals you can hire to help you out if you have the budget for that. And there's plenty of resources on the internet. For example, YouTube has some great performance psychologists who are incentivized to publish really powerful material, and even just a few hours can take you far with this. If you're really struggling with performance anxiety or you've seen big score drops on test day, shoot us a DM and we will do our absolute best to find you a solution that's going to work best for you. Talk soon, everybody.